Whoa. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I want to show you how to move files from one iPhone to another iPhone. And it's pretty simple to do. But if you've not done it before, you think it is a very gigantic thing. So what are the things to look out for when you want to do transfer from one iPhone to another iPhone? Number one is storage. If you're moving files from one iPhone to another iPhone, you should be considering the storage of the both iPhone. So let's say you're using a 64 GB and you want to move your file to another 64 GB. If you have used the 64 GB fully, you might not be able to transfer your data from the old phone to a new phone. So what you're going to do therefore is you're going to reduce some of your data, maybe delete some pictures, delete some apps, and then you can be able to move your files from the old phone to the new phone. Another thing you have to look out for is the iOS. iOS is something that can pose challenge for you anytime you want to move your files from one device to another device. So you're definitely going to be considering the fact that the iOS on your old phone has to be lower than the iOS on the recent phone, or the iOS must be the same. Take for example, you're using iOS 18 on your latest phone and you want to move files to a new phone that is on iOS 17. Your files will not transfer. So what you need to do therefore is you need to update your new phone to the same iOS 18 as the previous phone, or a higher iOS 18. Then the third thing you want to look out for is the battery. Ensure that the batteries of the both phones are charged. If not, at the point, one of the phone might just go off, or the both phones can just go off, and that will require you to start the transfer all over again. Then the fourth thing you want to consider is the temperature of the phone. We all know that iPhones quickly get heated up. So if you want to do transfer from one phone to another phone, I will advise that you should always consider watching out for the temperature of the phones. If you don't do that, if the phone gets heated up, it might stop the transfer for a period of time until one of the phones cools down.
Lastly, ensure that Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are in perfect condition.
That said, I want to just jump right into the process. And the phone I want to do for today will be an iPhone SE 64 GB to an iPhone 13 128 GB. And this type of transfer, we call it quick transfer or flash transfer, because it's just from phone to phone. And it's going to happen in such a way that all your contacts, all your pictures, all your logs, everything is going to move from the old phone to the new phone. And it's going to look like you cloned the new phone. This process is very simple and the result is very amazing. But you also know that there are other ways of doing file transfer using iTunes, using Trio Tools, using other avenues through the system. And then if you want to do through phone to phone transfer, if you don't want to do the quick transfer as we call it, or the flash transfer, then you can do Zenda and all the other apps that are available for file transfer. So first thing you want to do when you want to do transfer from an old phone to a new phone is wipe the new phone. You're going to have to erase the new phone. So you're going to first of all go to settings, go to general, then go to reset, then you wipe the phone. Then this phone comes up as though you bought a new phone, and then you're ready to do a fresh setup. Once you're on that stage, the old phone is going to recognize the new phone, so long as they are both at a close range. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share. So let's take a quick look at the process. I'll have to turn the camera, slide up.
Once you do that, the old phone recognizes that it's a new phone asking for setup.
So we tap on continue, set up new iPhone. So let's just use this approach. Getting ready, getting things ready, and then awaiting other iPhone. Okay, so we have set up for me on the older iPhone, and then here on the new phone is asking us to enter passcode. Entered my passcode. It's now asking for Wi-Fi connection. So I told you, if the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth of this phone is having an issue, you might have issues with transferring file from the older phone. First of all, you need to activate the phone either with Wi-Fi, or you're going to insert a SIM card with active data on. So there's network on the phone now. We're going to wait for the phone to activate. Regardless of the model of the phone, as long as the newer phone has a higher iOS version and also has more space, you can move files from the old phone, from an old phone to it. So it's asking me to set up Face ID, but I'll prefer to set up later. So we're going to tap on continue. What we have there is setting up your iCloud. So my iCloud is now coming up on the new phone. Now at the point it's supposed to ask me to enter my iCloud password. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to move on. But if it does, then better be ready to enter your iCloud password, because if you don't, then you might have a chance to reset your password, and you might also have the difficulty, if you're unable to reset your password, to start the whole process all over again, which to a point will make it a little bit difficult. If you look at what we have here, these are the things that you'll be moving from the old phone to the new phone. You have apps and data, you have settings, and then you have connection. So I have a watch connected to my old phone, and that's why the watch is reflecting here. I'm going to tap on continue to start the process, and then we have turn on location service or set up later. Anyone you choose, you can set up later, you can turn it on now.
So usually after this phase, the transfer begins. Okay, so the transfer has begun. This is what you're going to see when the transfer is ongoing. Even if the phone sleeps, the transfer is still going to continue.
This is for somebody who has no iPhone experience. For those who are used to iPhone, this is nothing. But there are people who have also used iPhone, countless iPhones, but still do not know how this happens. And they don't know how to do it. Definitely, the software engineer is going to charge you to help you carry it. So there was this experience I had one time where someone was asking me, so once the transfer completes, does it mean this old phone is going to be empty? No, the old phone is not going to be empty. Your files are still going to be on the old phone, and there are multiple reasons why that should be so.
Now, while this transfer is ongoing, calls could come in, but you are not advised to take calls while you're doing this
1 minute
transfer.
to go.
But if you must, then pick the call and put it on loudspeaker, because if by any chance you take one of the phone away from the
Okay,
other one,
and the process is completed.
transfer would definitely stop, meaning you're going to start the process all over again.
So this is just what you're going to have once the transfer is complete. The new phone is going to restart. I'm going to slide up, and then it's going to ask you to enter the password for the old phone that is now on the new one. So I'm going to enter my password. This is what we have, and then everything on this phone is going to take position as they are on the old phone. So it's up, the phone is up, we're going to slide up, and then we're going to enter the password for the older phone that is now on the new phone. And then we have this restore completed. Apps and data will continue downloading in the background. So you're going to tap on continue, and then it's going to ask you to set up your Face ID, which I'm still going to tap later. And then we're going to wait, and then I'm going to tap on here. You have improve Siri and dictation. Do you want to do that? Do you want to share audio recordings? Yes or no? Anyone you choose. I could just choose yes, and then I slide up, and then you have this. And if you go to the old phone, you're going to discover that you have, you can ignore this process. If you tap on go to the old phone, you discover that you have the same interface, you have the same appearance as the new phone. So now once you're done transferring the data from the old phone to the new phone, this this interface appears on the old phone, but then you're going to decide what you want to do. I would advise anytime you do this sort of transfer, do not rush to erase your old phone just yet, because there are passwords you probably need from the old phone that you cannot remember that are probably on the old phone. And there are times also that codes could be sent to the new phone first of all before you can access apps or access certain things on the new phone. So you're going to tap on not now. You're not going to erase the old phone just yet. So you're going to tap on not now, and then you're going to go to this, and then you're going to have the same interface. The reason why this is popping up is because there are apps on this new phone that needs to be refreshed. So we're going to tap on cancel, and they will keep popping up. Different apps will be popping up. This is for find my iPhone. This is for download calculator. This is for download contact. And we're going to keep tapping on cancel until we are able to skip this process. But it's okay if you want to download immediately. If you have enough data, you could just tap on download, and this download will be happening in the background while you do other stuff. But I don't want to download these apps because I'm just doing an experiment. And so you can see that what you have on this phone is just what you have here. So this is still coming up. This picture would have appeared here. This would have appeared here. Everything here is just waiting. So if you move here, you discover what I have here, just what is here, like that. And then if you go to call log, you discover that let me finish. Okay, so if you look at the contact, it's just the same thing, just carbon copy of what you have here that you have there. And then you go to messages. If you go to messages, you have 35 messages. You have 35 messages, and then so you have 35 messages, 35 messages, just as you have on the old phone, you have on the new phone. So what else do you want to check? You want to go to pictures. Go to pictures. You have the same amount of pictures and videos as you have on the old phone on the new iPhone. So these are the last pictures on this phone, and then these are the last pictures as you have them. The last pictures on this phone are just the same pictures you have here. And then what else? Okay, so you're going to first of all set up your WhatsApp, your Instagram, your TikTok. Make sure you are able to log into these apps before you erase your old phone. So if you go to iCloud, you can see that the same iCloud you have here is what you have here. So there is no big difference. Don't forget, this is the iPhone 13, 128 GB, and this is the iPhone XE iPhone SE 64 GB running on iOS 17, just like the 13, but then the version of the 13 is higher because it's on 17.7, while this is on 17.2. So 17.02. So thank you for watching. This is the end of my end of this section, and I hope to see you in the next video. So as you have just experienced, that is how file transfer from iPhone to iPhone is done, and I believe this is going to stick and you're not going to have any issues anytime you're doing this transfer. You can always refer back to this video, but please don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to let us know your opinion about this video, and don't forget to turn on the notification so you'll be the first to be notified anytime we make another post again. Thank you for staying with us. See you in the next video. Bye. Hey guys, so thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this particular section, and I want to see you in the next video. Thanks. Don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe. SG